real raw.
Blessings everyone, this is Chris Kendall from therawadvantage.com. It's the last day of Woodstock, and true to form, I'm last minute getting all the epic interviews for you. Today we have Tim Shieff. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's good, man?
Doing everything, man. The Woodstock Fruit Festival, the crew, you know, coming together with like-hearted, minded family, you know?
Absolutely, yeah, man.
So, Tim Shieff is a world-class free runner. If you're not sure what free running is, it's parkour as well. And how else would you describe free running?
Yes, those people that jump off roofs generally, as the media perceive it. Yeah, we're just moving through an environment. We don't have any extra things. It's just a whole body, pair of trainers, sneakers, and we just move through the environment like a kid climbing on obstacles, jumping through. Part of it's about efficiency, getting from A to B as efficient as possible through whatever railings, walls you've got, and part of it's about style as well, where you're doing cool tricks and flips off things.
Making it look smooth like you see in the movies, like James Bond, and all the new movies are having this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's growing and growing right now. There's a big demand for it.
That's super awesome. So, how did you get into veganism and health, and how has that affected your athleticism?
Yeah, I mean, I think parkour itself is a fairly spiritual practice. It's very much connected with your body because the only tool you use is your body.
Yeah.
And once you really start to look into that and delve into how can you know, be better and be more connected with that, you know, be more attached to your, in touch with your body, and it led me towards veganism. I was always a fairly compassionate person. As I said, it's a spiritual practice, so I think that there's a certain element of compassion that kind of led me to that. Hello, wasp. And so I tried being vegetarian. A friend recommended it to me, and within a week someone sent me a Gary Vaynerchuk talk, the greatest speech you'll ever see.
Awesome. And we'll link that right here. That's a great
please
talk.
link that, because that video, as a young male, if you watch that, he hits it on such a point that you can't sit in denial anymore about the things that go on. And I couldn't, you know, like, I could not be a vegan at that point, having watched and seen what goes on, what you contribute to. You vote with your dollar for the world you want to keep perpetuating, and if you keep giving money to those industries, it's going to keep growing, and it's not right. So, you know, I changed my attitude on my food, and then that just benefited me as an athlete ever since. It's amazing. You know?
So what are some of the big benefits you've noticed?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the most common, I've never broken a bone with free running, as people, you know, quite seem to think that, but the most common injuries with free running are more like runners' injuries, like or, you know, bad knees or like tendonitis and things. I'm sure skaters get
I got quite a few.
I had Achilles tendonitis, I had sore knees, and it all went away because the inflammation went down, because I'm not consuming that meat that takes really loads of energy to digest. When you're eating a more simplified diet, your digestive system works a lot less. The energy that can get utilised in other areas, which it then prioritises, because your ligaments aren't priority over your digestive system. As soon as you make your digestive system work a lot easier, then it can go, right, let's go to those ligaments we've left hanging for like years, and we're going to work on fixing them. And it did, and that for me was the most miraculous of the things I found, not to mention the more energy, I recover faster, and all the other good things you hear, you know.
That's awesome, man. What other people that you've trained with and stuff like that, what do they think, you know?
They get it. I mean, a lot of free runners now are becoming vegetarian or vegan, headed in that way. My whole team, Storm Free Run, all but one of us are at least vegetarian. Now one guy's pescatarian, and that's it. And I was the only one in the first place.
Man,
that came from it. Yeah, and it's just through slowly just doing it, and you speak to people, and then I had to back off a bit, because, you know, you end up seeming self-righteous and pushing it a bit hard. And then I let them find it themselves. I let them find it from other people, and you know, you just got to be one of the three, you know, things that hit them and chisel away, and eventually they'll get it from someone else, and they did, you know, and that's been great. And
so, you know, being an inspirational figure, or like an athlete, people that, you know, there's a lot of young people looking up to yourself, looking at what you do and wanting to do the same things. How has going vegan really changed your thought about what you do and what you promote from there?
It's changed my outlook. I mean, I do this for a living. I have to do commercial work, and I had to change the companies I wanted to work with. I worked a lot with Redbull and other companies, and I had to change that. I was like, I cannot promote Red Bull to kids, because I mean, even at the events, the Red Bull events, the top athletes aren't drinking Red Bull.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And then I see these kids at the side getting the free cans, thinking that's what we do, and then I see them out training, drinking the energy drinks, thinking that's what the pros do, and I can't support that. You know, whatever. Last year I went to Santorini to judge a Red Bull competition. I'm getting paid to get flown to a beautiful island in the middle of Greece to sit and just write numbers on paper, watching some of the best free runners run. That's great, but I've had to turn that down. You know, I've had to make these sacrifices for what I believe in. I'm not a free runner. I'm what I do with that role, that position that freerunning has given me. I've become successful within freerunning. I've got a following there. And so I've had to take that responsibly and be like, okay, so if I'm in this position, I've got to be responsible for these kids and them growing up. What world do I want to promote?
Yeah.
And so I found a company that I want to promote, Vita Coco, who's up and coming coconut water. And I know for the rest of my life I can promote coconut water. Obviously it's optimum to get it from a coconut, but if you're living in a Western country and it's not as easy to access, and you can go to a corner store and find a bottle of Vita Coco, get that over the energy drink every time.
100%.
So I teamed up with them. The first year of sponsorship was no pay. It's just me promoting them in a very natural way, and seek out if you want to really help the world, seek out those sponsorships that what companies do you like, what companies do you have that inner excitement for and joy, and you don't have to go to the monsters and the Redbulls, and seek out them and build a relationship with them and grow that over time.
Awesome, man. I love it. I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
So where can we find you? Find out, learn more, see some of your awesome stuff.
Yeah. So youtube.com/Livewire is my main personal channel, and I do some parkour stuff on there from the past, and then now I do a lot more vegan vlogs from week to week. And most of my parkour stuff now goes on youtube.com/Flow, which YouTube funded that network, and we built that up over a year to 200,000 subscribers. It's like a parkour hub of the world, and that's doing quite well. And my favourite channel, I think, is my freerunning team channel. We're called Storm, and the channel is youtube.com/Storm Freerun, and that's where we put our most professionally filmed and shot works. It's once every 3 to 6 months we put up a new video that's really cleanly done, like proper showreel type stuff.
Sick. Yeah, we'll have a lot of those links right down here, and otherwise in the description below. Definitely check it all out and subscribe, man. It's definitely a pleasure to see you again this year.
Thank you, Banana Commander. Yeah, real pleasure to see you again. I know we'll connect more in the future as well.
Heck yeah, excited for it. So check out Tim, man, and see you guys around. Thanks, brother.
Peace, guys.
Tim Shieff, Vegan Parkour.
If you haven't checked out these videos, now's the time to do so. Also, don't forget to click below for your free ebooks.
Excited to announce my new iPhone app, free, with 101 frickin' awesome recipes, Terry retreat treats, food combining charts, shopping carts, and more.